I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Hey everybody, how's everyone doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well. Sadly, Brenda, she's under the weather right now, so she's not going to be able to come on the live stream. Hopefully she'll feel better. Father Fish is still recovering, but I talked to him today and he actually sounds like he's really getting his strength back. So that's some good news there. But yeah, Brenda, she was going to get on and talk about breeding betta fish because that's the current project that she's doing. And you know, I think she's the best one to talk about breeding bettas aside from Father Fish himself, because right now, you know, she's training under Father Fish to breed bettas, and that's really exciting, and I would love to hear what she has to say on it directly from the man himself. So it'll just be us. And who knows, maybe, you know, later Brenda will feel better and she'll be able to pop in, hopefully. If not, you know, what matters is her health and that she feels better. And the same with Father Fish. But we're going to continue tonight. We're going to have fun. We're going to show some tanks. We're going to have some fish talk. And we're going to have a good night, you guys. So, pretty much what's new, you probably noticed that there's 2 different live streams up on my channel and on Father Fish's channel. Well, StreamYard has now rolled out something new where we can do a vertical stream and a horizontal stream. One that fits on your phone perfectly. The other one fits on your TV, your computer, your tablet perfectly. So that's the reason we have 2 different streams up on both channels. That way you can watch on really whatever device you feel comfortable with, whether it's a TV, computer, tablet. So that's something that's new. Other than that, there really isn't much new in my fish room. Kind of curious what's going on with you guys. If you want, I can show off some turtles until somebody's ready to come up and show off their tanks. That's right, Christian B. He does raise bettas as well. Hey, maybe he'd like to come up and talk about it a little bit. So we've got, let's see who all we've got here. We've got John Shane. We got Christian. We've got Angel. Wow, we've got a lot of people in here already. Well, until somebody's ready to come up, I guess I'll come up, show off my tanks, and talk about them a little bit. Just one second. We get that. Oh, that is bad feedback. There we go. Now we've got it. We move this and make this forefront. There we go. Well, this is my 75-gallon turtle paludarium tank. I've got my stand set up here because I was actually trying to record them at night, but didn't work out too well. As you can see, I need to do a lot of trimming on this. I'm actually letting this grow out deliberately because I'm going to use it for another setup. So I'm just letting it grow out, then I'm going to trim it back. I'm going to need to add more water lettuce, which I have plenty, so I don't have to really worry about that. Got the corn plant with the beautiful driftwood. And there's 2 little baby eastern musk turtles in here somewhere, but usually they hide. They might come out, they might not. Then you've got my green water culture. That is my baby fish food and my Daphnia food. Also, I've got some mint growing out the side there. Got some riccia, just a little riccia culture, and a few little wild plants that I collected from a stream. Then we've got my glass belly kois. These were from NC, and they are so beautiful. Look how colorful the female is. The only way you can tell the difference between the sexes is 1, well, she's pregnant, you can tell by the belly, and 2, the sticks and fans that Father Fish always talked about. And down here we have some babies. There's 7 babies in here. You don't always see them all at one time. They like to hide until it's feeding time. Got plenty of snails too. Then this tank, which I'm going to be utterly redoing eventually, I want to get all the moss out. It's an experiment to see if I can actually get these guys to breed for me, because these are race fish and they love laying their eggs. Since they're egg layers, they love laying their eggs on plants or, well, egg mops. I wanted to go all natural, so I added a lot of plants, and I know they've laid their eggs. I'm just waiting and not touching anything until I see if there's any babies in there. And I have been adding some green water for nutrients for the babies because they definitely need that right away. Then we've got my 40-gallon breeder. This has a lot of guppies. These are actually just Endler mutt guppies. Started out with 3, and yeah, I've got a lot in here. Especially when you go over this way. I don't know if you guys can see the babies, but there's a lot of babies in there. And my diamond tetras, they've actually started pairing up again. So probably going to get some baby diamond tetras again soon too. Then I've got my albino metal lace that has 2 guppy fry in there. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but it should be close to center screen, one of the guppy fry. They are absolutely adorable and have been enjoying the green water. And actually, there is one more tank that I always forget to show. The Oompa Oola tank. This is a very low maintenance tank. It's brackish water shrimp. And these guys are so easy to care for. Once you got it set up, you only have to add a little bit of spirulina every few months apart. And I mean like what you would fit onto a toothpick. Very little amounts. Those guys are pretty cool. I'm actually going to be setting them up a new habitat soon. Well, that's what I've got to show, guys. Let's see what you guys have got. I'll be back in just a sec. Oh, looks like we got Sailor Ed. Awesome. Hey, Sailor Ed.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Doing good. How are you doing?
You know, I'm doing better than I have been, so it's a wonderful day.
Hey, that's a blessing. Any day that you're doing better than the day before, that is definitely a blessing. Wow, that is a gorgeous tank.
Yeah, I just wanted to let y'all get one last look at a bunch of my boy guppies, because a whole bunch of them going off to, if I can find them, a whole bunch of them going off to the pet store this week.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to breed up some fancy ones, so I keep all my males in here, and my females are in another tank, and then the babies are in another tank, and I got one where I put the boy and the girl together to breed them, but a lot to think about. Yeah, but this tank got a little cloudy in I put a little bag of Purigen in the hang on the back there, and it turns it into air. You know, it just clears it up real nice.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I like that stuff because you can treat it and then reuse it forever.
Oh, that's really cool.
But anyhow, you saw these. They don't have a very good light, but there's that one little weird Molly.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Half and half, and some of these, as soon as they started growing a little bit, I mean, when they first started, immediately some of them had all black fins, and I was like, man, we're getting somewhere with this. And then they kind of weren't black anymore, so I don't know what's going on. We'll give them more time.
Colors.
Yeah, we'll give them more time. More time. Here's where the girls live, the girl guppies, and they're in the sorority tank.
Oh, I love that tank.
And I'm surprised
too. That's really cute.
Yeah, I got that just because I was going to put all these betas in here at the same time, and
oh yeah, you got to have hides for them.
Yeah, one. Of course, there's someone's plants in here. A lot of times you can't see half of them anyhow.
Right. I love that Amazon sword that you have. That is an impressive sword.
Oh, you know what? If I were brave enough, I would pull it out of here and put it in this tank.
Oh,
but I'm just not. Yeah, and there's one little sword over here somewhere. That's a baby of that big one.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
I don't know if it'll. And you mentioned a pile of rocks for the coolie loaches, so.
Oh, that's perfect. You'll have babies in no time.
And I've actually got, there's 5 coolies in here. They're all brown. There were 4, and there was one in that 75, and I actually caught him with the little net.
Oh, that's nice.
Which surprised me to no end. Here, my wife actually named all of these fish.
Oh, cool.
I think that one is Spider-Man because he's like black and blue. I don't know. And then the pink one is Sarge. If it turns, it's got chevrons on the other side.
Oh,
of course, having said that, it won't. There you go. He's wearing his little uniform stuff. But yeah, none of them have torn up any of the other ones yet, so I'm pretty happy with it.
Hey, definitely. Well, you've got several places for them to hide: the plants, the castle. As long as you can break that line of sight, your Betta sorority, they'll get along just fine. I've got 3 hides and plants, and they actually all get along really well.
Yeah, that little tank that's got the babies in it, that started out, we were going to breed our own sorority.
Oh, wow.
But I think the female that I started with was a boy. I don't know.
That happens sometimes.
Things didn't work out.
Well, eventually I want to try breeding Bettas, but I haven't tried it yet. I've been waiting for my Bettas to actually mature enough where they can.
Somewhere in here, if I can get him in the frame, there's still a couple of shrimp in this tank, leftovers from all the yellow shrimp used to live in here. The light's starting to go down on it now, so it's going to get dark. But the yellow ones were living in there, and I moved all of them into this little tank here. And there are,
those are
like cool. I said, I think I started with I don't know. I started with a 24 pack of Skittles, so there might have been 6 yellow ones, and now I quit counting when I got to 40 in this tank. So
wow.
But look, there's a dead one. That's the second one in a week, so I don't know what's going on now.
Well, I'll tell you something that I ran into, Ed, because it was when I first started keeping shrimp. I just knew that they were dying. Come to find out, once I took the shell out and looked, it was just an empty husk. They molt. So it may be dead one, or it may be one of their moltings, because the moltings look just like a dead one until you take it out and look at it, and then you can see it's a shell.
Okay, now these blue ones, they are 100% out of control. There's absolutely little bitty baby ones. And there's big ones that, if I can find them, That one's kind of weird looking. He ain't got a whole lot of color to him, but that one.
He's got some interesting patterns on him, though.
Speckled and spotty, and then there's a bunch of them up here. Yeah, if you feed them, sometimes I feed them crab cuisine,
Mm-hmm.
and that stuff will settle down to the bottom and pretty much all stay in one place. And holy smokes, the what are they? The shrimp will just pile up on that stuff.
Oh, perfect.
This tank, for whatever reason, gets a lot of hair algae in it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. Certain tanks just seem to want to grow hair algae more than others.
Well, that one's so much brighter than this one, and
That's probably the cause.
and they have it's a different kind of light, even though they're both those fluvels.
Mm-hmm.
One's a plant and one's I don't know. I get confused. Sometimes I don't pay attention and end up with something else. No, I'm pretty sure that shrimp is just plain dead. If I can find him. Where's my camera at? There it is. Yeah.
Oh, I see him, but it just won't focus on him really well. Yeah, that one may be a dead one. Yeah, that doesn't look like a shell.
And the yellow ones they've never really, since I put them over here, they've never really took off like the others, but we'll see what happens next. So
Hey, hopefully they'll start taking off like the others did.
this is where I put the boy and the girl guppy together. So presently, I got two females in here. That big one, her fins are just iridescent yellow all the way out to the ends.
She's gorgeous.
And she has nice babies too. And then the other one, not so much. But and then the boy he's running around in the back there somewhere.
Oh, I see him. Oh, he's pretty.
I just brought him home the other day. I needed some fresh genetics.
Definitely.
And in this tank, I just put a heater in it. I was thinking about putting the babies over here.
Oh, that would be nice.
It's got a bunch of shrimp in it, but they're just wild, so kind of brown and what have you. All right, well, I had a really stupid early start to today, so I'm going to get out of here and I am going to sleep.
Hey, well, I hope you get a good night's rest, Ed. Thank you for coming up.
I'll give it a shot. Y'all have fun.
Hey, you too. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
And we've got Jacob. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Doing good. How are you doing? I see you've got that beautiful tank.
Oh yeah, doing good. Yeah, they're doing really well. I think that one's a
Oh, I love
female,
that
right?
shark.
She's got like a belly, it looks like.
Oh, it looks like she might be. So what all fish do you have in there, Jacob?
One shark, 3 clown loaches, 1 clown pleco. 20,
That's such a beautiful tank.
about 20, 25 of all these tetras. And then I have 3 female black phantom and then 1 male black phantom.
Oh, nice.
And then angels, 3 angels.
You've got such a beautiful variety of fish in your community tank. It's gorgeous. It's so lively.
Oh yeah, and then the keyholes, male and female keyhole.
Oh, nice.
They're somewhere in there. She's back there. See her right there. She's relaxing right here.
Oh,
That's her body right there. She always relaxes a lot. See her right there? See how she's still moving?
Yep.
And then the male, he's somewhere. He's getting thick.
Hey, hopefully you'll be having babies soon.
Soon, baby. Yeah, it's doing amazing. Yeah, I mean, I myself can't deny it because I mean that's another thing why I wanted to tell y'all too that I really appreciate the Father Fish support system because there ain't nothing else out there on the. I mean, I know a lot of YouTube creators, content people. I mean, major
Mhm.
people that are very recommended to a lot of people out there that are really big names, and I mean, I mean, honestly, there's no support like Father Fish. You can't beat no other support system because he tells you in every aspect on how everything actually needs to be. Like even if it you don't want to hear it or whatever, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. You gotta learn it correctly so that even even that beginner or somebody that knows a lot and has been doing it a long time, even it has helped them to learn some things about the system too. But as far as real support, y'all's got the best support. I mean,
Yeah,
I was so
Father Fish really does have the best support. I love the Discord show. I actually put a link down in the chat for anybody that's not a part of the show on Discord because it's an invaluable resource. I have learned so much from Father Fish through the
right.
Discord show. I mean, and his YouTube channels.
Yes, I think that's really how I learned a lot of it because I wouldn't just watch his videos once, twice, five times. I mean, it took me watching a lot of his 15, 20, 30 minute videos over 12 times constantly to actually, but now I can, more so go through most of them because I know what things I'm needing information on and things that I can because it's not really important to me. The things that are more important are the things that I'm paying attention to more
Oh,
often instead
absolutely.
of the things always
Well,
paying attention to because that's what screwed me up in the first because
oh
you
yeah,
pay
I
attention
remember when
way
you first showed your tank. I mean, it's if anybody here that's been watching for 6 months, 8 months, you can see the difference that following the Father Fish method and understanding it and all the work that Jacob's put into his tank because right now it's a beautiful, thriving ecosystem. And at first it wasn't, but he put in the work to do it, and you can see what it is now. I mean, you look at these fish; they are perfectly happy. Well, thank you, Jacob, so much for coming up. We've got Kevin waiting. He's been waiting for a couple of minutes, so I'm going to bring him up. I hope I see you Wednesday because I love getting updates from you because you've really done a lot of work to truly learn the art of keeping fish.
yes, yes. Look how crystal clear it is.
Oh, it is.
Look, I can see the replication of the plants.
Right? Well, thank you so much, Jacob. Talk to you
Thank
later.
you.
Bye. Hi, Kevin. We don't have your mic up, Kevin. Oh, there you go.
Hey,
That's a
hello.
beautiful tank.
Thank you. These are just some guppies in here currently.
I love it. I love guppies.
I actually have 3 of them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got some neon tetras in here.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, and then over here, I have some guppies. I don't know if you can see them.
Oh, those are beautiful. I love the patterns on their tails.
Yeah, that's my favorite one right there.
Oh, I can see why. That shimmer on the body and that tail pattern. Wow.
So beautiful.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I recently got into the father fish method about 2 months ago, and I just never looked back. The method is very useful and very helpful. Yeah, and I just recently got into this fish keeping hobby, so I kind of exploded on me.
Hey, I know how that goes. You start out with one tank, and then hey, you got to get another one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your tanks are gorgeous. They're set up really well, and I
Thank
can
you
tell
so
the fish
much.
are healthy and happy. I think you're doing a great job. Are you
Thank you.
are you a member of the Discord show?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, they provide so much help. They've helped me so much.
Oh,
And
yeah, for sure.
anybody that's not a member, they can go there and find some of the best resources on the internet.
Absolutely.
But I love the way you've aquascaped this tank. It is very beautiful, very natural.
Yeah, I tried to get at least one plant per gallon, and it's doing very well. I might
Oh,
have to reduce some of the light because I have a lot of algae over here. I don't know if you can
mhm.
see that,
Oh yeah, I
but
see it.
so I might just have to just get a toothbrush and just, just dig in there.
Hey, you might have to. Another thing you can do though, or one of the things that I like to do is add snails to my tank. But that's
Mm.
really a personal preference because I like to add mystery snails or ram's horn snails. Just you have to be really careful with the ram's horns not to overfeed, or you'll have a little bit of an outbreak.
Oh, I see.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
think there's a mystery snail right here. How long do you think that would take to populate a
actually,
tank?
it shouldn't take too long. Usually, whenever I add a small snail, because there's several, I actually am working on a ramshorn breeding program to breed specific colors.
Oh,
So
I
I
see.
usually just add one snail to the tank that's the color that I'm desiring to, continue the bloodline with. And it usually takes about a month, and I'll start seeing babies.
Awesome.
So in about a month, you should start seeing them reproduce.
That's gonna be really cool.
Oh, it is. It's really fun, especially when it comes to trying to breed for certain characteristics. Like what I want is to actually breed all pink ram's horns. And I see a lot of them online, but I wanted to actually see how the genetics progress over the generations.
Oh, that's
And
really cool.
it's been a lot of fun because all you need is one ram's horn snail in a jar and it'll actually self-replicate. It's really a bizarre creature. Oh, that is beautiful. I love those male guppies. They are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. And this is my favorite plant right here. This tiger lily. They
Oh
grow
yeah,
like crazy.
that's one of my favorites too. They are so beautiful in a setup.
I have some over here that are starting to have some at the top. I don't know if you can see it
Oh,
right there.
oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's definitely some beautiful setups that you've got.
Thank you. I can't wait until a few more weeks go by until I can see what the full color and maturity of these guppies look like.
Yeah, that's one of the most fun things about breeding guppies is you never really know exactly what you're going to get unless you've got pure strains. You never really know, and it's pretty exciting. It's fun to watch their colors actually come in and develop.
Hmm.
That's definitely a gorgeous tank.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to pop in and show you guys.
Well, I'm glad you did because hey, you may be new at this, but nobody would ever know from looking at these tanks because they are
Oh,
so
thank you.
well set up. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you so much.
And that is a gorgeous setup. Well, thank you so much, Kevin.
Alrighty. Take care, guys.
Take care. Bye. Well, we've definitely seen some beautiful tanks tonight already. And guppies, I have to admit, guppy tanks just hold a special place in my heart because that's one of the things whenever I first started fish keeping by keeping just one betta fish. Then I moved to guppies. So guppies have really been what has been the foundation of my community tanks for months until I started branching out into others. And yeah, Kevin, very nice. Let's see what we got in the chat over here, guys. Fish Fam link, absolutely. Thank you. And yeah, anybody that's not a member of the Discord show, definitely get on there because it is an invaluable resource. Looks like we're all caught up in the chat. But yeah, if you haven't never bred guppies, it's definitely something that's a lot of fun. You definitely want to do a little bit of research. Father Fish actually has a video, I don't have the link to it currently, on how you can breed guppies. And there's definitely different types, because you have the hobbyist breeder like me that, you know, just likes to kind of just play around with the different colors, tries to keep a strain pure. Then you've got the professionals, and that's on a big, massive level. That's one of those levels that I would love to be at, but it's going to be a little bit. I don't quite have that many tanks yet. Just looking in the comments to see if there's anything else on here. Yeah, we're all caught up on the chat. Well, hopefully on Wednesday, Brenda will be feeling a lot better. That's what I'm hoping. And hopefully Father Fish, he'll continue to feel better each passing day. Let's see. And thank you, Kevin. Your tanks are looking great. Oh, that's fun, Jen. I have a ton of guppies now, right? You start out, a good example is this tank behind me. My friend gave me 1 male Inler, 2 female mutt guppies. A year later, I don't know how many guppies are in there. That's all I've added. And yeah, when I run my hand across this tank for feeding time, especially if I put my hand in the water, you'll see them all come up, and I have quite a few. Eventually, I'm going to have to start taking some of them to my local pet shop. Actually, I just got a text saying that there's a problem with the link that we have posted. So let me check on that, because yeah, that works on my end. The link actually works perfect on my end, so not sure what's going on there. Yeah, and I don't know if this is what happens with your guppies or not, Jim, but it seems like if they have Inler mix, you get a lot more fry. A lot. So it just seems like they are more prone to produce a lot of fry. Let's see what we got here. Hey, we've got Sunny G. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the group. Yeah, hopefully that we've had several people come up, so I'm not understanding why I got a text saying that the link isn't working, because the link on both my laptop and the computer is working. So I'm going to repost the link, guys, in the chat, and we'll see if that helps. Hopefully that'll help. Let me text this person back real quick and let them know that I reposted the link. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's strange, because the link worked perfectly whenever I logged into it on my phone, and it's worked perfectly for Ed, Jacob, and Kevin. So I'm not really sure why the link isn't working for Dean. That's strange. Hey, we'll get it figured out though. Yeah, it's funny, the other day when I was messing around with my turtle paludarium, it is funny how much personality those eastern musk turtles have developed. For some reason, the female, and part of me wonders if this could be some type of breeding behavior. Maybe they're becoming of age or something. She's gotten highly territorial. She won't let the male in a certain area of the aquarium. If he gets there, she just runs at him. And that's one of the things I need to talk to Father Fish about, because he's kept turtles. Maybe I'm going to get some baby turtles soon. Maybe they're older than what I thought they were. Let's see. Jen says, I'm going to put the guppies and endlers together and see what I get. You'll get some really pretty fish. That's what you're going to get. Because you'll have the iridescence of the endlers mixed with the guppy genetics. Because I've done that, and the fry are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, we've got Christian B. Hey, Christian.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's going good. Hanging in there. How's it going on your end?
I'm doing all right.
Hey, that's good to hear.
I was just going to show how I breed bettas. I do them in tubs.
Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you so much.
And so what I do is I put the male in first, and I just put one big Indian almond leaf and a piece of bubble wrap, about a 4x4 square.
Mm-hmm.
And then I float the female or I put her in a jar. And after a day or two, you know, of feeding them really good and keeping them where they can see each other, but they can't get to each other, I'll turn the female loose after he blows a big bubble nest. And then usually within 24 hours, I'll have eggs. There's actually a bunch of fry in here right now, but I don't believe you're going to be able to see them. They're like microscopic when they first hatch.
Oh, wow. So they're just freshly hatched. Oh, I think I saw movement. Yeah, I see one. Very tiny, you guys. Up toward the top left corner. I think that might be one.
Yeah, here's some over here, but I mean, like I said, see them?
Oh, they are so little. The center of the screen, right in the center.
Yep, there's two right there. They're in little groups all over the place, but they're really, really hard to. I mean, it's hard for me to see them standing right here at them.
Wow.
The first time I bred bettas, I didn't even realize I had babies in the tank until I seen them moving.
Wow, that's amazing. Father Fish had told me that they would be really tiny babies, but I didn't realize that little. Wow.
I think they're
almost microscopic.
Oh yeah, and these are almost transparent looking. They're galaxy kois.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, they're so little. They're hard, very, very hard to see.
They are tiny. I'm so glad that you've got them at this stage where, you know, everybody can see just how little they are when they're newly hatched.
I've got that one caught in that little strip of light there.
Yep, you can see it.
But anyway, that's how I set up the breeding tub, and it's sitting in front of, it's blocking my guppy tank right now, but that's okay. This is just temporary until I get them up big enough to put them in a bigger tank.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually going to be getting a 40-gallon breeder to grow these out in.
Oh, that's going to be nice. That's one of my favorite sizes of tanks is the 40-gallon breeder. You can do so much with it.
I've got a 60-gallon breeder, but I mean, it's full up right now.
Oh, wow. How many angels do you think's in there, Christian?
Probably 100.
Easy.
There's two different spawns in here, so you can see some of the bigger ones. Those are from a spawn. And then there's some really little ones you can see. They're from a different spawn. But I've been trading off the ones from the first spawn. I've been trading them off pretty regularly just to clear the tank out for the next group. And I've also spawned some crebensis. I think you can see them in there. They're growing out in here too.
Wow. I love that tank. That is so lively.
Yeah, it's my favorite tank. It grows plants really good. I've got 2 Hygger plant lights on it, so
nice.
Plants really go nuts in here.
I love your tiger lily.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
It's a 48-inch tank, so it's pretty big.
Oh yeah, you've got plenty of room to work with it. That's gorgeous.
One thing when you got a planted tank, it's good to keep a lot of the top floaters keep them under control, because I let them go crazy in here, and it about killed off everything in the tank. It nearly blacked it out. So
Oh, wow.
quite a bit of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll show you what I'm talking about. This tank down here,
Mm-hmm.
the top
Oh,
is
yeah.
completely covered with frog bit and duckweed. So it's pretty dark in there, but it don't look as dark on the camera. It don't seem like.
Oh, on the camera, it looks pretty and bright.
No, for some reason, every time I do that now, my camera stands on end. It used to work.
Yeah, it's really weird. I'm still working on figuring out the method to the madness behind how you actually get the camera to flip, because sometimes mine works perfect, other times it don't. I'm not really sure why.
Yeah. If you'll give me a second, I'll go in here and show you the mama and daddy of these fish. They
That'd be wonderful.
camera, but I separate them out. As soon as the babies are swimming, I take the daddy out. I take the mother out as soon as the eggs are laid, because they don't need, they're not dependent on the parents.
Hey, that's good to know.
Let me go in here and I'll show you the parents.
Yeah, definitely would love to see the parents. Because yeah, I'm sure with second you said, oh wow, those guys are amazing. Check out that guy. He is beautiful.
He looks better in the light. He's kind of in the dark because I had to shade the top of it. That light was just messing with my camera. I couldn't even, all you could see was light.
Wow.
See if I can get him to follow my hand.
He is a pretty boy. And that's the father of the other ones?
Yeah,
the
that's the one. That's the father of the fry. Yep.
It's gorgeous. Oh, and Doom Pie has figured out the mystery of how we get the camera to flip. He says that we have to flip our phones before we go live. Thank you, Doom Pie.
That makes sense.
That does.
I'll try that next time.
Oh, same here.
I'll take you in here. I got the female in a different tank. It's a little overgrown with moss and with a lot of hair algae in it right now, but I'm getting some shrimp to put in there this week. So I'm leaving it on for now. Here we go.
That dad is beautiful.
Oh yeah, he's one of the prettiest bettas I've ever had a chance to buy. Most of the time, they don't want to sell them.
Yeah, a lot of times they don't want to sell the really pretty bettas. They don't want to sell them.
Here she is, right
she's gorgeous. Oh, that's a pretty girl right there. She is gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what them babies turn out to look like.
Oh, you're going to have to keep us updated, because I can't wait to see what they're going to look like when they get their colors, because you've picked two beautiful fish to pair up.
Yeah, and they're not mixed. I have mixed them before, two different types.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what you're going to get, and a lot of times they completely shock you. They look different than you would ever imagine. I've got a pretty good idea of what these babies are going to look like.
Oh, wow.
And then right here beside it, I've got my 20-gallon long with my LRB trout goodieads in it.
Oh, nice. They are gorgeous.
Yeah, they don't stand still for much.
No, they don't. They're a very active fish.
Hard to take a picture of them. They don't want to stay where you need them.
Right? They're very active. They're a beautiful fish, though. I love the way you have that tank aquascapes. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's that's my style of aquascaping. I just get new plants. I just stick them wherever there's an empty spot.
Yeah, I love that because it looks so natural.
Yeah, it turned out really good. This one. Sometimes they just look like a mess, but
hey, sometimes that happens. But that tank, to me, it looks gorgeous.
And then over
Because
here,
that's what I was going for with my rice fish tank, is I wanted that look, and then I just ended up adding a little bit too much plants, I guess,
that
because
can
I got
happen.
excited for the egg layers.
And I've got some Amica splendens right here in this tank. It's a 20 tall. It actually needs a top off. Let's see if you can see them.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I think that female right there is about ready to give birth. If she'll stand still. See the big fat one?
Oh yeah, she's getting ready. It won't be long and you'll have some more babies.
Oh yeah, I'm running out of room for babies. I got to slow down.
I know how that goes. My guppies have really started to take off, and yeah.
Yeah, that's a 20-gallon tall.
That's a nice tank.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to get on out of here. That's about all I got to show for tonight.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Christian, for coming up. Really appreciate it.
See you on back in the chat.
See you in the chat. Yeah, he's got some gorgeous tanks. I love his angel tank. That was a lot of baby angels. Wow. Well, we definitely have seen a lot of beautiful tanks tonight, guys. Hopefully that link is now working right. I reposted it, so hopefully there's no problems with the link now. Just got a text, and actually, I'm not sure what's going on with the link, because this is really weird. Maybe some of you guys know more about this tech side of this than me, but my husband, who was wanting to show his tank, texted me and said had to type it in manually in order to get to. That is just wild. I don't know what would cause that. Well, looks like Dean's just joined. Hey, Dean.
Hey, hopefully you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. That's really weird. I'm not sure why the link wouldn't be clickable for you, because on both my Mac and my laptop, I can click into the link, no problem. We've had several people that was able to click into the link, so I don't know. I did have a little bit of problems with, I had to take the link and actually paste it into the phone, or into the web browser. So I don't know what's going on with the link tonight, guys. That is weird.
Yeah, I had to put it in manually, but I got here, so that's all that matters.
Hey,
So
that's
this is the
it.
new thing. I've been adding some plants to it slowly and just kind of landscaping a little bit, using the decorations to hold some of the plants. That's one little snail's being photogenic here.
Oh, it is. That's a pretty one. You know I'm going to steal that one from you, right? It's going to join my breeding program.
You're
I
more
got
than
to steal
welcome
that
to it. I actually used these decorations to hold some of the live plants that doesn't necessarily need to go into the soil.
Oh, that's really ingenious. And gives those Cory cats a place to hide, since they're always wanting to hide.
Right? And the snails are definitely enjoying the decorations as well.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I can't wait to see what that tank's going to look like in 6 months, because your other tank that you've had set up for more than 6 months, I don't even remember when you set that tank up. It already looks amazingly just flushed out.
Actually, it is been
Wow.
1 year in January, so it's 10 months old, and it has definitely grown. I have got to get in here and kind of mow the grass.
Well, when you do, make sure to bring me plants.
I have been working on really kind of cutting this side down a little bit so that you can see a little bit more of what's going on over here.
Oh, and it'll grow back fast, though.
Oh yeah, it grows back faster than I can get it down. I think that's the only maintenance I've really had to do, which is what I love about this system. Very minimal water changes. The fish are almost self-sufficient. I mean, you feeding them once, but maybe twice a week on a good week, and everything just manages itself. I mean, it just grows, and it's a piece of living life right here in the room.
Absolutely. Hey, I've got a surprise for you, Dean. and a
Okay.
surprise for everybody else. Because I just got a really nice surprise for you guys. We got Father Fish.
Hey, Father Fish.
Hi guys, how are you all?
Doing
I
good.
just,
Can't complain.
yeah, I just wanted to say, Dina, what you're doing is wonderful. I
Thank
just I so enjoy it and appreciate it. You're just a natural and who you were, and you're doing really well. And your numbers are up. You're building this thing. It's just great.
Thank you, Father Fish. That means a lot to me.
Well, you're very welcome. Incidentally, I don't know whether you mentioned that Brenda is sick.
Yeah,
She's
she's said under the weather.
Well, she's got what I have. I,
Oh no.
I'm a week ahead of her, and I've been on medication for a few days. It's just a bad cold. It's scratchy throat and runny nose and that kind of stuff. I started on antibiotics, and it's getting better. It'll take me the rest of the week to get clear, but I do have an announcement.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it's something I'm really excited about. I've been struggling for a while now, mostly with my health, but that's getting better.
Good.
I've lost a lot of weight. I'm down. I actually broke 200. I'm down below 200 pounds, just barely, but I'm there. And 3 years ago, I was at 260. So that's a big deal. That's not the news. The news is I figured out what I want to do on YouTube.
Yeah?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a solo live stream on Thursday night, probably at 8 o'clock. And it'll be a lot more rants, a lot more in-depth, longer conversations about issues having to do with natural things. So it's going to be a really good teaching tool. I think it'll be something people will enjoy. And I'm looking forward to being able to make videos and shorts from it. So it should serve a lot of purposes. I'm going to be promoting it through our newsletter. We have a 15,000 member newsletter. So that's going to go out. So I'm hoping that the numbers are going to be really good. It should be something exciting and something fun and something really in depth. I will be dipping into the chat on occasion. I don't think I'm going to really depend on the chat. I may set it up so that I'll be alerted to special chats for people who have specific things they want discussed. But I will review the chats after each time. But I'm going to be coming on with an agenda. It'll be a 1 hour format. I'm going to talk about, the first thing I'm going to talk about is this new food that we have. It is an absolute game changer. There is nothing like it on the market. It is a manufactured food that is the same quality as live food. And I know that's hard to believe, but it's really true. This is a cold cured flake that does not use heat to process it. So it's dried to a level where it still contains all of the organic material from the mysis and garlic and other things that are in this food. And its impact on the fish is just amazing. I'll be showing koi eating it, and maybe some other fish as well later on in the week. So Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Hope to see you all there. Appreciate you. Nice to see you, Dean. And Dina,
It's nice to see you, and I'm glad that you're looking so much more healthy and you sound so much better.
well, thank you. It's been quite a struggle.
I know.
It's been, golly, 6-8 months just getting over everything and getting through everything. I've been in the hospital 3 times, and had serious medical intervention each time, but each time it's made me better. One thing I do want to ask is that everybody be in prayer for Megan. She's going through chemo right now, and it is taking a toll on her. It's rough. She's a strong woman and a very intense woman, but it's rough. She's having a hard time, but she's determined to make it through. So please pray for Megan. Keep her on your heart and in your mind and in your prayers. Love you all.
Will do. Love you. Thank you, Lou.
Thanks. Bye for now.
Bye. Get you full screen. Was that she feeding your fish a minute ago?
Yeah, I went ahead and dropped some feed in there to bring the fish out, so maybe they can get a little idea. And this just started out with 4 mollies.
Yeah, but it's 3 females and 1 male.
Yep. And they have just blown up in this tank.
That they have.
And I do like this little feeder. I got it from Amazon. It helps to keep the food contained so it doesn't get all around the soil and mixed up, except for where the fish stirred up. But
Yeah, that is a neat little feeder. I haven't tried those yet. I've used yours a couple of times. It's actually pretty fun.
and they love it. They know where to come get their food, so they don't have to search for it.
You got them trained, huh?
Yes.
What I think's fascinating, you guys, about Bing's mollies is when he first got them, they were all solid black. I mean, just beautiful velvet black. And somehow the babies, they've ended up being all different colors. There's even somewhere in there a blue-tailed one.
Kind of like my little Dalmatian one that I saw right there.
Oh, that is a pretty one. Yeah, those are some really pretty mollies.
And some of them have held the color. There's one that's a solid black.
And see, that's what I think is interesting about the genetics of these fish, because you can see there's one in the back that almost has like pink on its head, but the parents were totally solid jet black. So it's really neat how their genetics kind of does similar to guppies. At some point in time, I'm guessing that the females must have bred with males of a different color, since they did have them all in a tank of basically assorted mollies. So maybe that's how you ended up with so many different colors.
Could be.
So I know with guppies, especially if you're a serious breeder, you have to have a pure female that has never mated with anything, because if you have her mate with, let's just say, an albino lace and mate with a glass-bellied koi, then you're going to have the genetics of both there. So you won't really know exactly what you're going to get. Other than beautiful fish and a lot of babies.
Always. Doesn't matter what color they are.
Right? But I love your setup. I love your tank. Eventually, I'm going to have to sick you on aquascaping mine, because the way you aquascape, I love how it looks wild. It looks natural.
Thank you.
So you're definitely going to have to work on my tanks the next time you get some time off.
Definitely.
Because mine, to me, when I do it, it just looks too deliberate. Like, I want it to look wild. Like you put your phone down into a creek or a river wild. And your tiger locust has really gotten big in the back.
Oh, yeah. I need to move it forward a little bit.
Oh, definitely. That's definitely a centerpiece plant. Absolutely beautiful. And remember, anytime you take plants out of that tank, you can throw them in my first father fish tank that's in the living room.
We'll do that. I'll make sure I'll have that one overgrown like this one for too long.
And I will make sure that, you know, I don't have too many floating plants that drowned out the light again. And one of
That
my
is
favorite things is the floating plants. I love the way the roots actually hang down in the water, especially with like water lettuce, those larger plants. They just look so beautiful.
but that is a good point that you brought up. The more light that you can get to the bottom of the plants, the healthier the stems will look. Like you can see here, you got leaves all the way to the bottom. You can see in the back, there's a stem there where the leaves are kind of weak. And that was a reflection of the lack of lighting in the early part of that growth of that plant. So
Yeah,
the
it's
more light
wild.
the better leaves you'll have out of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the amount of lighting can really make a lot of difference when it comes to plants, whether it's aquarium plants, house plants, or hydroponics. I mean, the lighting is definitely an important factor. That is just absolutely beautiful.
And I love the little natural marble there.
Oh, absolutely. Well,
And
thank you.
these mollies have been pretty easy to raise too. Like I said, it's been very low maintenance, best part of the whole system.
Yeah, this is actually your first, aside from a betta fish, this is your first fish tank, isn't it?
Yes, this was my first one.
I was thinking it was. Yeah, mollies is a really wonderful choice as a beginner fish because they're really relaxed, they're easy to take care of, and their care requirements is just easy. All you have to do is build a father fish tank, put 2 of them in there, and you're good to go.
All right, sweetheart. Well, I'll let you get back to it.
Okay, well, thank you for coming up and showing your fish. They are beautiful, and thank you for the feeding.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Well, let's see what we've got going on in the chat. I'm gonna have to scroll back a few minutes, and we'll see what we've got. Definitely, everybody pray for Megan. Definitely keep her in your prayers. Let's see. Kim, that's not a bad thought. I may add that to my Christmas list. But for me, I just throw the food in, but I also like to try to keep different cultures of snails in different tanks because I'm working on doing a snail breeding program. So I kind of like a little bit of it getting onto the soil, onto the mulch or onto the sands, because it gives the snails something that they can just go after a little bit easier without having to fight the fish. But definitely in some of my fish breeding tanks, that would be really beneficial probably. Let's see what Christian B's got. I just got an alert that someone commented on one of my videos and asked a question. When I went to try and answer, I couldn't see the comment. Anybody know what happened? I have been wondering the same thing because I've had the same problem happen, Christian, and I'm unsure why. I'm thinking it's some kind of glitch in YouTube's algorithm. Basically, they went in, they changed something, is what I'm thinking. And hopefully they'll get that fixed soon, but I've been experiencing the same problem. It's really strange. And Kim's got a good thought. Maybe they deleted it, but still not sure. Oh, wow. Steele's actually watching from the Philippines. Hey, thank you for watching. And Peter's watching from Massachusetts. Yeah, Kim says that she's had a little bit of problems with YouTube too. It's really weird. Technology works awesome until it doesn't. So Christian says, I've been trying to figure this out for a while. I thought they had blocked me, but it's not me. I don't have any blocked on my end. Now that's really strange. If anybody knows anything that can help Christian with this problem, please make sure to comment it, because that is really odd. And you just missed Father Fish. I mean, by not even 3 minutes, I don't think. And he's actually doing a lot better. He's starting to get his strength back, and he's going to be having a new live stream on Thursday nights. So make sure to stay tuned for that. I think he said Thursday night at 8 o'clock. That's right, guys, right? But looking forward to it. Looking forward to see what he's going to come up with and what he's going to do. I'm just glad he's feeling a lot better, because you can ask the other people that was watching the stream, Craig. It's impressive. He's actually got his color back. He's sounding well. He just needs a little bit of rest and to heal up, and he'll be back. Definitely is amazing. Well, does anybody have any tanks that they would like to come up and talk about? I know a lot of people here like to breed angels. A lot of people like to breed guppies. Heard some talk about mollies earlier in the chat. Anything you guys want to come up and show, feel free to show it. Would love to see it. Yeah, in the coming weeks, I plan on doing a lot of editing to my fish room. I want to go through, I want to rescape this one. I'm just waiting for Dean to be, where he can help me a little bit with it, because I like the way his tanks look. His tanks are just gorgeous. And let's see here. Let me write that timestamp down for Julia real quick. All right. What's your thoughts on moneywort? Would you recommend it over hornwort? Moneywort, me personally, I have not kept moneywort. Now, hornwort, I love hornwort. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it's fast growing. It's really good. If you just set up a tank, you want it to go green really fast. You want to have this lush bloom of plant life. You can't go wrong with hornwort then, because it's going to grow, and it's going to grow fast. The only thing is you got to be ready for it to grow that fast. So it really is a balancing act with it, which I kind of enjoy. That's what the main plant that I use in my Betta sorority, because I know there's going to be plenty of hiding places. And the variety that I have doesn't drop its needles. I know a lot of people say that hornwort drops its needles, but I haven't had that to happen with the variety I have. Hope that helps. Let's see. I forgot that I also have a 70 bristlenose pleco fry. Ooh, you want to come up and show them, Christian? You're welcome to come up and show them. We'd love to see them. Hey, well, hopefully next time. We'll be back Wednesday and next Sunday. So hopefully next time you'll be at home and we'll get to see your tanks. Jen, that'd be great. Budget Bonsai, hi. Yeah, Budget Bonsai is doing some really interesting things with his father fish tank. He actually is growing bonsai trees inside of his aquarium. It's amazing what he's come up with. Hopefully, if he has time, he could come up and show off some of his bonsai tanks. See what else we got in the chat. Not really a whole lot going on in the chat right now. But yeah, over the coming weeks, it's like, I definitely want to redo this one, because you can see there's way too much guppy grass for you to be able to see that beautiful mother sword. And the turtle paludarium. I've got to figure out where I want their new basking spot to be, because the new driftwood I've got, I may have to glue it to get it to have the exact look that I want with it. But I think it's going to be spectacular once I actually get in there and get everything done. Let's see. Oh, there's nothing new in chat. But yeah, Dean's tank, it's actually, that being his first tank is really amazing, because he's come so far with it. Right off the bat, he did the father fish method, got the fish that he was attracted to, which was the black mollies. And he started out with one tank last year. Well, my aunt decided that she was getting out of fish keeping, gave me her tank. I gave that tank to my husband. So now he's got 2 tanks. It's the beginning of multi-tank syndrome is what I am hoping for, you guys. Maybe he'll catch it too. Willie Bond. Yes, we have 4 streams going between the 2 of us, but it's a new thing that StreamYard is rolling out. On one stream, it's, you know, designed for computers, designed for laptops and tablets. The other stream is designed to be seen just on your phone. It actually chops everything out where it's a perfect size for your phone. So that's why we have 2 different streams on 2 different channels. But hey, it's actually getting a lot more views, which is really good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hey, Mary. Budget Bonsai says, turtle paludariums look like so much fun. And yes, turtle paludariums, they are a lot of fun. They can be a little bit of maintenance until you learn to basically find the plants that your turtles don't want to dig up. Because they are definitely little diggers. When you first get them and they're the size of a quarter, they're not going to dig much. You're not going to have any problems. You can plant whatever you want in there. But as they start getting, you know, about 2 inches, they get curious about the plants and they will dig them up, sometimes eat the roots, sometimes eat the plant, which is really peculiar, but that's what they like to do. That's one of the reasons I added duckweed. It's because I knew at some point, once they hit a certain age, they're going to start being curious about plants and wanting to eat certain plants. And duckweed's one of the healthy plants for turtles to eat. So that's why the one behind me back there, it has a lot of duckweed. And so far, I've actually caught them starting to eat some of it, which is good. So I'll definitely have to start keeping a backup supply of duckweed probably. Oh, we got Christian B. Awesome. Hey, Christian B.
Hey, yeah, I forgot about these guys a little while ago, but I know the tank looks dirty, but that's just a bunch of zucchini and green bean fibers going everywhere because I've got a sponge filter on it with pretty heavy bubbles. It keeps everything kind of stirred up. But
oh yeah,
I change the water every single day, and I mean you just pretty much have to. They're so messy. There's like 70 of them in here, but they're all over the hood. They're underneath the filter and on the filter. They're all over the bottom, and they're munching on the green beans and going to town.
They are. They're munching on it.
Yeah, I have to take all that stuff out every day and change the water because if I didn't, you wouldn't be able to see in there for all the plant matter.
Oh, absolutely.
Vegetable matter. But yeah,
see, that's a perfect baby tank for them. I mean, absolutely perfect.
Yeah, that's one of those. It's called a critter carrier.
Oh, awesome!
Got the little plastic top on it with the handle, so you can like tote a hamster with you on vacation or something. I guess I don't know.
Oh, right.
But I use it like a breeder box.
Hey, that's perfect.
But I like to set up filters in all of my fry tanks. You know, as long as the fry are big enough that the filter don't suck them to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, Budget Bonsai's got a question for you. What are these little guys?
These are staghorn bristlenose plecos.
I can't wait to see
what
they're going to look like when they get adults. That's going to be so cool.
Yeah, you can kind of see better the ones on the wood.
Oh, yeah. There's so many right there.
These were an accident. I wasn't really planning on breeding them. I just, I had a male and a female in a tank with some angelfish and had a cave in there. And I noticed the male was sitting in the cave fanning. I shined a flashlight in the cave and they had just about absorbed their yolk sacs and were getting ready to swim out and become angelfish food.
Oh, wow. I'm glad you was able to catch them in time.
Yeah, I sent NC a message because I had never, bred bristlenose plecos before, and he answered me right back and sort of walked me through what to do. So I got to give credit to NC.
Oh, he's very, very knowledgeable on plecos. I mean, that is his favorite fish, and he studied everything he could find on plecos. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, he's probably bred more plecos than I've ever even seen.
Oh, probably. He probably has.
But I mean, I didn't, like I said, I didn't even know I had these until I saw them inside the cave, and I had to do a quick setup of this little tank and get them in here.
Oh, you're
But-
not the only person who loves to use the critter carriers.
Oh, really?
Sonny G1 says critter carriers are great for breeding projects.
My phone just flipped again.
Yeah, for some reason I've had that problem too lately with mine.
Yeah, I mean, it was mid, right in the middle of me showing, it just flipped on its own. But that's okay. I'll finish it out right here in the vertical.
Hey, that'll work.
Yeah, I saw that. My grandbaby's got a bearded dragon. Of course, it lives at my house. But
cool.
So we had got this when we first got it. We got this little critter carrier, and we would give him baths in here. But he outgrew it. He's bigger than the carrier now. So I started.
Oh, how big is he now?
Oh, he's full grown. Or she is.
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah, she's big. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you that. I kind of forgot I had these earlier when I was showing the other
I'm so glad you come up and that you showed them off. Baby plecos are absolutely adorable.
They are, and there's a bunch of them. I mean, I couldn't believe how many came out of that cave when I washed them out in here.
Wow, check out how many's on that piece of zucchini. They are really going to town on that.
Oh, yeah. They make a mess, though. That's the only thing I can say about them. They make a mess.
I've always heard that plecos can be messy. Didn't quite realize how much, because I've never actually had a pleco yet. My grandmother kept plecos, but I've never actually kept them myself.
I've got several different varieties, but,
Oh, nice.
I'm not trying to breed them all. I got them separated out in different tanks, so I'm not really I wasn't trying to breed these. This was sort of an accident. I put 2 young bristlenose in a 55-gallon tank, and I just put a cave in there for them to have a place to hide from the other fish. I didn't realize I even had a male and a female until, I started noticing the difference in them, and before I knew it, they had babies. So,
and that's what shows that you really have your tanks set up like a natural ecosystem. When you just get surprise plecos, you're doing something right.
yeah, that filter, it had, I had it in another tank, to stay seasoned so that I could, have instant, filter instant and ready to go. And it was covered in like fuzzy green algae. Mm-hmm. And they've been on it ever since I put it in there. And they've about cleaned all the algae off of it.
Wow. That's amazing how they clean the algae off of the sponge like that. Because one of the things that I've used, and actually I think I learned it from you. I can't remember if I learned it from you or Father Fish. But whenever I have an algae outbreak on my plants or in a tank, I like to get my scud culture and add a bunch of scuds, or even take the plant out and put it into the scud bucket. And that way they'll just clean the plants for me. It's pretty neat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Daphne will clear out green water pretty quick, too.
Oh, it will. That's actually one of the ways that I got rid of green water one time in my green water tank, is I added the Daphnia eggs in there and had a really big bloom of Daphnia.
Yep. I've got Daphnia outside in tubs right now, but I bring them in and put them in a tank of green water, and within a day, water's crystal clear, and then they just all die off.
Right, they do. And they die off amazingly fast.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, it's like you blink and the culture's gone. That's one of the problems I've had with actually keeping an indoor Daphnia culture. Outdoors, there's no problem. But indoors, it's like, yeah.
Another thing I didn't mention a while ago when I was talking about the bettas that I probably should have mentioned is, if you're going to breed bettas, you got to have some kind of food for them to eat as soon as they hatch, because if they go without eating, they won't last very long. And they're so tiny that they can't take, there's not much on the market that they can take. So I do live microworm cultures, and I've got vinegar eels.
Oh,
And I
nice.
keep a bunch of microworms going, you know, so I can alternate between. I'll use one day and use out of the other one the next day, and every so often
Awesome.
I empty one into the other and redo, cook up some more oatmeal and restart a new culture, keep them going.
Oh, absolutely. Those cultures are really healthy. You got me wanting to start a culture again of microworms.
Yeah, you got to stay on top of it though. If you
Oh, you
forget about
do.
it, they'll turn all of that. You can see where the top half inch or so is liquid,
Mm-hmm.
thick oatmeal underneath. Well, if you leave them in there long enough, it'll all be liquid. They'll consume every bit of that oatmeal, and then they just die off, or they start dying off. If you catch it in time, you can use some of that liquid to start a new culture. And another thing you can do too is just stir it up about once every week or two, and stir the oatmeal up real good, and mix it all up real good. And the next day or two, you'll have them covering the sides.
Yeah, they're pretty interesting to culture. I mean, they really are.
Yeah, they don't smell the best in the world, but
That's
they
for
work.
sure. Especially if you forget about the culture, then yeah, that can be one of the worst smells. It's not quite as bad as a dead mystery smell though, but it's definitely up there.
Yeah, if when I first get them set up, I put a little bit of yeast in the oatmeal
Mm-hmm.
and mix it in real good. And so if you open it up like the first week after you set it up, it smells like you're trying to make sour mash. It
Yeah,
smells
it definitely smells. Oh yeah,
smells like a liquor still. But
it does.
then it starts to smell like dirty socks. That's the best
Right?
way to describe it. Like dirty socks from a construction worker's boot.
Yeah, it does.
After a hard day of work and sweating.
Right?
All right, well, that's about it. I'm going to get on out of here now.
Okay, thank you so much, Christian.
You're welcome. See y'all back in the chat.
See ya. See here. There it goes. There, now we got it. Let's see what we've got in the chat here, guys. And thank you so much, Christian, for coming up and for showing off your plecos and for the advice on microworms. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, that's fun, Kim. Can't wait to see your vampire crab tank. That's going to be awesome. Let's see here. Let me write down the timestamp real quick for Julia. There we go. Just got some plants and they got some algae on them. Any tips before I introduce them in my tanks? Well, if you have a scud culture, that's a really easy way to get the algae off of your plants. All you have to do is take a bucket, add some scuds to it, add some hair algae if you can find hair algae, because that's one of their favorite foods. They will clean the hair algae off of any plants, and really very good for combating some other types of algae as well. I don't know which type of algae you're dealing with, but if it's something like hair algae or just regular algae, yeah, they'll definitely go after it. And it's a really easy way to actually get your plants clean and raise live food for your fish. Scuds is one of my favorite cultures to do because it's so easy. I mean, literally, you don't even have to have light on the tank unless you want light on the tank. Very simple. One of the places that I got my scuds from was Phillips Fish Works. He actually works very hard to provide really high quality cultures. And if anybody wants to get a scud culture, I definitely recommend getting one from him because they're always so high quality. Let me look in the chat real quick. How do I get scud cultures? Well, one of the easiest ways to get a scud culture is really to order it online from Phillips Fish Works. Now, that said, you can go out into nature if you want. Go into the woods, find a natural swamp, natural creek, natural pond, and just scoop out water. That's all you've got to do is just scoop you out some water. Odds are, depending on where you live in the winter, you might have problems finding scuds because it snows up there for you guys. In Florida, we can still find scuds, at least in my area of Florida. And you'll notice them. They'll be little tiny seed shrimp. You want to take a little pipette or something, just suck them out of the jar, put them in a jar by themselves, and then just start feeding them. One of the things that they like is hair algae. They love any type of algae, which includes algae wafers. If you have plecos, they'll love that. But once you get them started, they're actually really simple to keep going. They don't require a heater. You can add a light if you want to, but you don't really have to have a light as long as it's not in pitch black darkness. And they'll clean off all your plants for you. So it's really a nice culture that everybody should get. I think Philip's, I think it's phyllisfishworks.com is his URL. And that's where I got mine from because he already had his already cultured out. He's got a warehouse where he does this and makes sure that there's no parasites, no dragonfly nymphs, anything else harmful. So it's really just easier. That said, it's a lot of fun to go get out in nature and actually find them too. So it really just depends on what your lifestyle and what you're able to do at that time is. Sony says, once you buy scuds, you will not have a hard time keeping them. They are almost indestructible. So very true. They really are, especially if you take the scud culture that you purchased, have it in a tank or a 5-gallon bucket, anything, even one of those little critter carriers. You can put them in that and they'll start breeding out in no time. All they need is a little bit of food and they're good to go. And they pretty much are indestructible. Now, a lot of people like to add them to their fish tanks. That is a way to do it, to where they do, inhabit your fish tank, but make sure the light's off because they are fish food. So you always want to keep a backup culture that you can actually pull those scuds out of to be able to give your fish the live food that they crave. Oh, and thank you so much, Kim, for posting the link. Thank you. Definitely appreciate it. See. Now that's impressive. Your scuds actually make it through the winter cycle in Tennessee. Wow. That's some tough scuds. Now that's just something that I haven't tried for algae, adding hydrogen peroxide to the plants. I haven't tried that one. That's actually really interesting. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, it's never a bad idea if you think you need to quarantine something. A lot of times when you do quarantine stuff, you'll end up finding some very interesting creatures. There was this one Amazon sword that I actually got, I think it was from Petco. And I was really surprised. You shouldn't have to quarantine that. But I was curious. Will anything hatch off this? Will I maybe get some new ram's horn snails for my breeding program? Sure enough, I did. I left it for a month in a father fish resurrection jar. And yeah, I ended up with these really cute little ram's horns that have spots on them. Oh, that's really good to know, Sonny. Where'd it go? I clicked the wrong one. Sorry about that, guys. Betta, the scuds can eat the black hair algae. I was wondering if they could. I haven't tried them on that yet. I've mainly just tried them on mat algae and hair algae and basically the algae that grows on the side of a tank. I've even seen them munch on that. Thank you, Kim. That makes sense. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that they like to use alum to just prevent any type of snail transfer. Well, I've definitely seen some beautiful tanks tonight, guys. Hopefully, if anybody else wants to come up, we can see some more beautiful tanks. Because, yeah, I've already showed off all the tanks that I've got here, and it's dark outside, so there's really nothing I can show off outside. What's alum? Well, I don't know exactly how to explain what alum is, other than it is something that you can get from the hardware store. It is used in gardening, and a lot of aquarium fish keepers, we like to use it to actually make sure that no snails can transfer. I've never used it because, well, I love the snails, so I want to breed more of them. They have so many uses that it's not something really that I'm worried about. But I do have friends that do make an alum bath. I'm not sure what the ratio that is that they use. They told me, but I can't remember it because it's one of those things that I don't personally use. But all you have to do is dip the plants, and then when you take them out, they're good to go. You're not going to have to worry about anything being on them. And that's interesting. Where I found it was the hardware store in the gardening section. It makes me wonder if there's two different types of alum. That, or it's just I'm in a small town, so they probably carry it at the hardware store and in the spice area. Okay, we have a question from Bible Unbutchered. Let me write this timestamp down real quick for Julia. Let's see. Question: I put a ram's horn and a bladder snail with my candy stripe mystery snails. Any chance of crossbreeding? Not that I'm aware of. I've had bladder snails, mystery snails, and ram's horn snails on the same tank, and I never saw any crossbreeding. The only crossbreeding that I would see is within the species, because each one of those, as far as I know, is a separate species. So it's not one of those things that I've ever seen. I'm not going to say it definitely can't happen because I don't have the Latin names of the snails to be able to know exactly what species they are, subspecies. But I've never had that to happen. Ram's horns, they will mate with ram's horns. Bladder snails will mate with bladder snails as far as I've seen. And mystery snails do the same way. It would be interesting, though, if you could actually get some kind of hybrid between the three of them. That would be a pretty interesting looking snail. Let's see what else we got. And thank you for that question, Bible. Let's see. Yeah, it's used in pickling. That makes sense. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Alum is a mineral compound, typically potassium aluminum sulfate, used as a food additive for pickling, a septic for minor cuts, and in water for purification. That's really interesting. Thank you, Terry. That's funny. Don't taste it. It'll turn your face inside out. Kim says, I think it's 1 teaspoon per gallon. Can leave some plants soaked for up to 3 days. Really good to know. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Budget Bonsai. Yeah, you'll love your scud culture. What I recommend doing, and this is what I did, is I actually took and divided the culture into 2 parts. That way I'd have 2 cultures. And in a few months, you'll be surprised at how many scuds that you get. And they honestly make a really fun, if you can just find one of those little tiny tanks at Walmart. They're little square tanks. I think they're like $6 or $7 at Walmart. It makes a wonderful thing for your desk where you can just sit there and watch the scuds swim. I need some hair algae eaten in all of my tanks. I feel you on that. I keep taking my hair algae out, just adding it to the scud culture. And then sometimes I take and I add from the scud culture into the tank. And they will take care of the problem. Sonny, I've actually heard that they will eat blackbeard algae too. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do know that the tank that I have them in doesn't have a blackbeard algae problem anymore. Bible Unbutchered, you can order scud cultures from phillipsfishworks.com. Yeah, he's got some really nice ones. Oh, Budget Bonsai already beat me to it. Awesome. And yes, Sonny, that is definitely scud math. 2 scuds, if they're a male and a female. And you can identify that because the female, just like with neocardian shrimp, she'll have a larger tail area and a larger midsection. The male will be really small, really thin. If you've got a male and a female, yeah, you will have hundreds of scuds in no time. Bible Unbutchered, I'm not sure if they ship internationally or not. Don't know on that. Not sure if Phillips Fish Works ships internationally. Probably very difficult because it is live creatures and live plants. So I'm not really sure what the laws on that would be. Hello, Adventure Printing. Nice to hear that you're from Italy. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, the pothos will definitely help with taking up the extra nutrients in the water column, so it very well might. Well, it looks like things are getting kind of slow, guys. Do you think we should shut it down for tonight? Where is Father Fish? Actually, you missed him. It has been a while. He has been recovering and is doing a lot better. As a lot of you know, he's had multiple health problems, but he's improving. He's got his voice back. He's got his color back. Hey, he's on the mend. I think you'll be seeing a lot more of him, especially on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, because he's got a new show that he's going to be doing. Really excited to see what all he has planned. Well, since it's kind of slow, guys, and we haven't had anybody up in about probably, 10 minutes? Probably a little longer. It's just been kind of slow. I think I'm going to call it. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope that you have a blessed night. Love you guys. Bye for now.
My little fishes, as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes, as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them, and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.